Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you some tips for beginners which are going to make your life way easier on After Effects, and have fun. Timestamps are in the comments and let's go. Okay, our first tip is going to be a few possibilities on how to make your graph smoother if you struggle with that. So first, I wanted to show you what the difference between the speed graph and the value graph is. So if you open up the graph editor and you have speed graph selected, you see like this curve, and you can only kind of like drag it to the left or to the right. Sorry. And if you change it to value graph, you have a few possibilities on how to change the direction. You can literally drag it anywhere. And I would recommend using the value graph because for me, it's smoother. And yeah, another possibility on how to make smoother transitions is to add an adjustment layer over both your clips and add transform to it. You can find that in your effects and presets thing, and then do the transition on the transform. Another possibility is to add a null object, cut that one into half, and then parent the two clips you have, like the first half to your first null layer and the second half to your second null layer, and then do the transitions on the null layers. Or our last possibility is as blur more curves, but for that you need the plugin Zapfire. The download link is in the description. And blur more curves is very smooth, so if you're a beginner, I will recommend using this. And if you struggle with it, click on the tutorial in the description, because I've made a tutorial for the basic transitions for blur more curves. And yeah. So our next tip is for people who might have a slower laptop or an older laptop, and if you have struggles with pre-rendering or rendering in general. So for the first part, which is going to be the pre-rendering problem, it might be because your view, like your picture size is very big. So I would recommend increasing it with the scroll wheel. Just scroll down to increase the size and scroll up to decrease the size. And what is an advantage if you do that? First of all, it pre-renders faster and you can drag the workspace up, so you can have a better view for your clips or just the graphs in general. If you have problems with rendering and you use the composition size 1920 to 1080, you should split that in half, like change it to 960 and 540, so your size is smaller. For me, that looks like dumb now, but it will definitely render faster. Obviously, your quality is going to be a bit lower, but it's not terrible. I mean, Instagram ruins your quality either way. So yeah, but you will save a lot of render time with that tip. And if you have a PC or a laptop or anything who tends to crashes, I would recommend go to Edit, Preferences, and then Autosave, and change your autosave settings to whatever you prefer. I have it saved to 10 minutes because I'm always scared that I accidentally add an effect which makes my After Effects crash. So yeah, autosave just means that your project automatically saves every 10 minutes. So if your After Effects crashes, your last file is going to be from 10 minutes ago, so you don't have to do everything again. That is a tip which has helped me a lot, because my older laptop used to crash so much. So I hope that helps. The next tip I have prepared is for masking. So if you're a beginner in masking and you don't know how to make your mask smooth, I will show you a tip which has helped me. Have your mask ready. This is a quite ugly mask which I just did, but anyways, then press M and press F and it should open Mask Feather. And now turn the pixels up, so you can see it's getting smoother and looks way better than without, like the comparison. This is what it looks without Mask Feather, and this is with. And you see it looks way better, And I definitely recommend using this and then just adding a shadow to your mask, and it would look awesome. The next few tips I want to show you are for text layers, and the one I'm going to start with is if you struggle with estimating where your text layer is, like whether it's in the middle or not, go to Align on the right side. If you can't find it, go to Window, Workspace, and all panels. It will definitely appear on the right. And then click on Align, click on your text layer, then click on Align horizontally and Align vertically. And your text is 100% going to be in the middle of your clip. So yeah. And the next thing I want to show you is the cool presets we have for text. So if you see some cool text effects, some of them are definitely going to be in this folder. So go to Effects and Presets, Animation Presets, Presets, and then Text. And here are like a lot, but I'm going to show you the 3D text ones. So one of my favorites is this 3D random, I don't really know what's the full name, but you're definitely going to know that. And it's a very popular one. And it's so easy. And you can change the length if you just press U twice. And yeah, just try out some. You're going to find something which you like. And yeah, my last tip for text layers is go to thefont.com and download and install some cool fonts, because the ones in After Effects are decent but not the prettiest ones. Especially if you're looking for some popular fonts, you're going to find them on the font 100%. And if you're wondering how to download and install fonts, just click in the description. I've linked you a tutorial which I made a few weeks or months ago. Yeah. The next tip I have for you is if you want to get faster at editing, I would recommend using shortcuts. Shortcuts are just combinations on your keyboard which you can use to cut your clip or pre-compose your clip or duplicate it. And it makes editing so much easier, especially because it saves so much time. Like instead of right click, pre-compose, okay, you can just do this. It's very fast. And yeah, don't worry, you're going to learn them very quickly because they are easy and you're going to use them at like every minute you are in After Effects. But here's the list. If you're a very beginner and you want to know them now, just look at them. You're going to learn them very fast. Don't worry. But yeah, this is something which really helps you to get faster at editing. The next tip I've prepared is for people who struggle with making 3D figures on After Effects like I do, because I literally can't do this. So if you struggle with it, I would definitely recommend getting the 3D Element plugin. Okay, it's called Element on here, because it's a very good plugin. You can literally do anything with it, and it's so much fun to work with, and you can create a cube in like 30 seconds. I will just show you really quick how it looks. Yeah, you go to Scene Setup and go to Create, and then click on the cube and your cube is ready. If you want a more detailed video on how to use Element 3D, write that in the comments. I'm gladly going to do that for you. Yeah, link to download that is in the description. But before you download it, make sure that your graphic card is compatible with Element 3D, because Element 3D can't handle any Intel graphic card. So if you have any Intel graphic cards, doesn't matter which one, Element 3D won't work on your laptop or PC. And then there are other few which aren't supported, but that's most likely not going to be the case if you don't have an Intel graphic card. But make sure to check that first, and yeah, then you're ready to download Element 3D. My last tip I have for you is a very obvious one, but I think that's important to say. Always use Twixtor on your edits or on your clips. It will make such a big difference. like here are two clips. These are the same clips, but one is with twixtor and one is without. So first of all, you can see the clip is way too long for the time I have it. So it changed to daemon already, but we don't want that. And it like has a lot of motion, sorry. Yeah, and on the second one, it's very smooth. So yeah, twixtor is definitely the best plugin for slow-mo. If you don't want to use a plugin, go to enable time remapping and play around with that, but I don't like that because I don't think it's that smooth, but maybe that's just me. So always use twixtor. It will make your effects look better, your transition looks better, and just everything looks way more organized with slowed clips. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you want me to make a part 2, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a like, and see you in the next video. Bye!